change out a bad soft start. First, disconnect the two hoses from the HEPA covers. Undo the latches on the top cover. And I like to rotate the head sideways so that the hoses are out of your way. Next, remove the thumb nuts off of the HEPA cover. Then we remove the HEPA covers, remove the HEPA filters, engine tube gasket slides right up. Next we take a 9/16 screwdriver and remove the 9 screws holding the housing on. Now that we have it all disassembled, slide the engine cover off. You now can get to the soft start. In order to get to the wiring and to remove the soft start, first we have to take off the right engine tube. The bolts on it are 10mm. You'll need a long extension in order to get to it. Next, you want to remove the manometer tube, pull in the blue, and pull out the hose. Now you can remove the engine tube. Good. Take a pair of wire cutters, snip the zip ties so the cables are free and loose. Disconnect them from the on-off switch. These skinny wires that go down are the blue and the brown one. You will snip those as well. Now that you have all the wires loose, the only one left is the black ones going to the motor. That one will be neat to snip as well. Then we need to remove the soft start. It's riveted down to the chariot. You have now removed the soft start and ready for a new one. Now we're ready to install the brand new soft start. The soft starts come with a rivet, or they can be screwed back down to the chariot. Place it in the hole and screw it into place. And tighten it down. Now that it is in place, you can go ahead, connect your black wire using a butt splice terminal and a crimping tool. And crimp the black wire to the black wires going to the motor. This is your positive coming out of your soft start. Next, you have your positive and your neutral going to your soft start. You feed these wires back up. They are going to be connected to the on-off switch. You also need piggyback terminals and quick connect terminals. Cut your wires, place your terminals, connect them back to the soft start. Blue wire on the blue side, brown wire on the brown side. with one each of the black wires for the hour meter. Crimp your piggyback terminal on your hour meter wire and your blue wire. Do the same with the brown wire. The blue wire is the neutral wire. You can connect that with the neutrals from the motor and connect it to the neutral side of the on-off switch. Now you take your positive, aka brown, and connect that to the positive side of your switch. Take a zip tie and zip tie all your wires back together, which I don't have a zip tie on there. Make sure you leave enough slack for when you need to change the on-off switch. Now, take your engine tube, place it back on your engine. When you're placing the engine tube back on, make sure that your thumb nut screws are in the right direction. Place your manometer tube back on the engine tube. Tighten the engine tube back down with the 10mm nuts. You have now successfully installed a new soft start. We are now going to assemble it back together by placing the engine cover back on, taking the 9/16 screwdriver and engine tube gaskets. You'll notice that there is an extra piece that goes on either side of the engine tube. Next, place your HEPA filters back inside the unit, lining up the holes so that the threads go through the HEPA filter. Next, take your HEPA covers, place them back on with the label facing to the back of the machine. Tighten down your thumb nuts. It is key that when placing these back on, that they are tightened down as tight as you can possibly get it, so that it prevents excess air and dust from bypassing your HEPAs. Assemble your cover back on. Place your hoses and your clamps, and you are ready to go.